Also tonight, serious allegations against a Kalamazoo State Psychiatric Hospital. They question whether a nurse's inaction caused the death of a patient.
It's a question hospital administration clearly did not want to answer. Now the state says they tried to cover it up. Target 8 is breaking this information after getting the state's report through the Freedom of Information Act. Leon Hendricks is live with what we know now. Leon.
Sue and Brian, good evening. The report is scathing, serious allegations here. In the end, the director of the psychiatric hospital resigned. The nurse administrator was fired, and the nurse who they say failed to communicate was fired too. And in the middle of it all, there's a family hurting and wondering exactly what happened. It was an early March day. The victim suffering from pneumonia was brought back here after a stay in the hospital. She had trouble breathing, needed oxygen. But the state claims the nurse who knew her condition left for the day without communicating to the next shift. The 68-year-old woman died after removing her own oxygen tubes, for some reason unable to put it back on. It's those details that the state says should have triggered the hospital to notify authorities, but they did not. Instead, the allegation is that they tried to cover it all up. One official wrote a report with the details of the alleged negligence and miscommunication, but the state found that those details were deleted, and the state was never informed of that concern. Dr. James J. Coleman was the director here. Today, we wanted to know if he was back from his suspension surrounding all of this.
Leon Hendricks.
A state official flanked by security was at the ready.
Is Dr. Coleman here?
No, he is not.
Okay. Does he still work here?
No, he does not.
Okay.
I am the
You're the
field director. I oversee all the state hospitals.
Okay.
I'm only here. We're trying to get this back on track. We're transitioning, getting things in order.
The state says Coleman resigned, and the nurse administrator and the nurse allegedly responsible for communicating were both fired. The victim's family, though, says they want to know more. In the dark for the whole investigation, they say. They learned that something went wrong this week. And now that family says they are still trying to determine exactly what to do next. They're still kind of caught off guard, kind of shocked by all of this news. That nurse at the center of this all, this was actually at least her third allegation of neglect. And in the two other previous claims, we heard that those were also not reported to the state as required. Right now, we are reporting live in Kalamazoo. Leon Hendricks, 24-Hour News 8.